What's good, everybody? Real Talk Boxing back at you again. My boy Adrian Broner. He's demanding $10 million for a comeback fight. He tells Al Heyman that that's what he wants. He's taking no less. And he hasn't heard anything from him. Well, he says he talks to Al every day, but almost every day, but he just hadn't heard about his $10 million. So he said he's just going to focus on his rap career and a lot of other things that were very juvenile for a grown man to say. But listen, Adrian Broner lost his last fight against Manny Pacquiao back in 2019 January, and he lost his last 3 fights. Now listen, this man has fought everybody. Okay, I have to defend Adrian just a little bit. Now, in his beginning stages of his career, I did not like the dude, man. I just thought he was just flat out ignorant in the things that he chose to say and do in and outside of the ring. But he's just a product of his raising. But Adrian Broner never ducked anybody. He fought literally everybody. And when I say everybody, I'm talking Marcos Maidana, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, so forth and so on. Now, there was one interview that Adrian Broner did, and he stated that if I could pick and choose my opponents, I would be undefeated too. And I have to back the man up. I have to. I believe that would be very, very true. But later on in his career, he just stopped pulling the trigger. He stopped throwing punches and bunches. He stopped moving. I don't know what happened to Adrian. I really don't. But nevertheless, he's always in an exciting fight, whether you watching for him to lose or win. He's always in an exciting fight. Now, whether or not he's worth $10 million for one fight, I don't know. Maybe they'll give him a multiple fight deal for $10 million. Well, he's not having that either. You know, he hasn't been producing wins, but he's been facing tough opposition. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his easiest fight with a boxer with a name was Paulie Malignaggi. You know, Paulie, he's a 2-time world champion, but he's throwing pillows, not bricks. But Adrian is demanding $10 million, and honestly, I don't think he's worth $10 million for one fight. I don't know if he's broke or if he really feels like he's worth $10 million. Nevertheless, he's a grown man. He can have his own feelings on what he's worth, but he's always going to be in an exciting fight. I don't care who he's fighting. I really don't know who I would like to see him fight. He never fought Danny Garcia. I would like to see that. Even though I would give Danny an edge to win the fight. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's next for this man. I really wish him the best, because later on in his career, I started to respect him for not turning down fights and just fighting all these headbangers and these maulers and these big name fighters. I respect him for not backing down, and I respect him for not getting knocked out, because no one has not stopped or knocked Adrian Broner out. I thought excuse me for that mistake. I thought Marcos Maidana was on his way to do it. And I'm telling you, when Marcos Maidana beat him, I threw a party. That's how much I didn't like this guy. But somewhere along the line, I gained a little bit of respect for him. I mean, we can't control what comes out of his mouth. But truth be told, he doesn't duck fighters, man. He fights anybody, and he's not afraid. And no one has actually taken him out. So I give him credit, man. I give him credit, and I do give him respect. Despite all the ignorant stuff that comes out of his mouth. And he's funny, too. Some of the stuff he says, I just bust out laughing, man. But I wish the best for this young man. I'm hoping he can, gather himself and go back to the drawing board, get back in the lab and sharpen them tools and start letting his hands go again, man. And I'm praying for Adrian Broner. Put it that way. I'm praying for Adrian Broner, and I would love to see him get back on track, but I just don't see him getting $10 million for one fight. I don't even think he made that in the Pacquiao fight. I think Pacquiao maybe got $10 million. He maybe got 2. And we talking after paying your promoters and your trainers and sanction fees and all that. That's a lot of money that they're taxing from these fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I wish him the best. I hope he gets his somewhat of a big payday, but he's got to start stacking up some wins though. So man, AB, man, keep doing your thing. I hope you get there, brother. And I'm looking forward to see you in the ring again. Respect all, fear none, God bless. Real Talk Boxing out.